What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Fire Force, this time with Season 3, Episode 11. Not a great episode last week, to be honest with you. I think we've had a few episodes similar to last week's in terms of it just taking or feeling especially overly long to explain something, which they didn't even explain last week from the point of view of the mole guy. Didn't even actually explain why he came here, but in previous episodes it's taken just a bit too long to explain some things, and yeah, just had a few episodes like that this season, unfortunately, where the pacing just felt really slow, especially comparatively to seasons 1 and 2. But we are now pretty much at Armageddon, so yeah, looking forward to seeing it all kick off today. Let me know what you guys think about this one though down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. Pacific Ocean. So I assume there's 7 of these. Or 8. Well, I assume like Amaterasu, they've got to go in them, right? Don't know actually. Yeah, I think it was last episode and maybe the first couple episodes just especially felt quite long. Some people didn't like the other stuff that we had a couple weeks ago, but I actually quite enjoyed that, and it did add to the story. Like it was a good kind of double header of being a fun episode in its own right, and actually kind of adding on to what's been going on here with his parents. I think the biggest thing from last week was that scene with Sho, wasn't it, right at the start? I would have liked the whole episode to maybe kind of go in that direction. Also, I'm not 100% sure of this, but I think I did hear people talking about when Benimaru did appear, which was such an anticlimax, by the way. Because it's like, oh, one of your favourite characters has now arrived and the fight ends. I think I did hear someone say that in the source material there was like a bit of like playful fighting between Benimaru and some people, which they left out, which makes sense why that was such an anticlimax. It's like you left out that, but you leave in the bullshit 10 minutes of this mole trying to explain nothing, essentially. Just a strange choice. Ooh. Yes, this guy was also probably one of the bigger moments that happened last week. Supposedly going to be stronger than Dragon, who we haven't seen an awful lot of, but we saw him absolutely trash Arthur, so he's definitely got a lot of power. Okay, we did see this in the preview, didn't we? It's like some kind of kaiju. Do you reckon that's like protecting the pillar? It kind of looks a bit like Dragon. Gigantic. Do you reckon that's Dragon's doppelganger? I wouldn't put too much faith into that right now, but that could be a possibility. It looks similar. You know what? I don't know. Do you reckon that's programmed into traffic lights in emergencies? Kind of doubt it, but that would be pretty handy if it was. Jesus. Well, yeah. You get that age. You get that age. Yeah. You gotta move. Just start making these noises. Oh, look at this. The black smoke geezer. I'm not sure who that guy is though. Looks like it could be his brother or something. Ah, it's got that voice actor. Zura. We definitely haven't seen him before, I don't think, because I would have recognised. That voice is very recognisable for me. Better than perfect, eh? I have been kind of wondering what's been going on with the ginger kid. I haven't seen him since that whole ordeal, have we? Oh, you know what? It is gigantic, isn't it? Like, holy shit. Oh, we are seemingly stopping it, I think. No, maybe it's more of an annoyance than stopping it, to be honest. Getting absolutely lit up right now. We are actually doing some damage. More than I expected. I mean, it doesn't look like we've done anything, but what was that fall into the wall then? Well, it's not at all like this, but it really does remind me of like a massive scale version, a little bit of Diaboromon from Digimon, like a full kind of metallic version of him. Facial. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't start talking. Facially anyway. They got a very similar head. Juggernaut. Let's go. Oh shit. So I forget what happened to him. What's me new leg? I thought he was totally like okay. I only recently watched the second season again, so what happened to him? I must have forgot, but thought it was a case of like it was like a running gag that you couldn't actually hit his body in whatever the hell he's wearing. I guess he did get hit. I think I can't remember. Must have. I always did like Juggernaut though. So is it a case of like it reflects damage back? Is that what the case is here? It's actually, as we see with the white cloud, I think they're called. They've got protectors for the pillars, and these are also protectors for pillars. It's less that this is going to attack the land; it's more so it's just defending that, I assume. And its ability is to like absorb damage and reflect it back, probably. Yeah, just a little bit of sadism to help him. Got to watch him drown. Mm, yeah. Not very deep, this is it? Yeah, as we see here, it's not like attacking, is it? It's just there. It's doing this weird pose right now. Now it is attacking of its own volition. Okay. I was going to mention that earlier. I mean, we did see this, but it kind of looked like tar kind of reaching the surface. There's all sorts of these in the real world, of course, isn't there? These like inactive underwater volcanoes that could potentially go off whenever. It's quite a scary prospect. So we can attack it, just not. Okay. So everything I said earlier, take that all back. But I still think it is like a protector of the Pillar of Swords, isn't it? I think all of them will probably have something like this. Although that does beg the question: what would be the protector for the main one that Amaterasu was in? Maybe this thing was just like awakened because of the pillar coming up or something. Who knows? Kind of like your classic kaiju movie where something like awakens it from like a long slumber on a deserted island or something. Oh shit! Got a three-way battle going on right here. What the hell? This guy can fucking alter reality. This guy's got everything fucking sorted out, hasn't he? Just leave the leave the little man. Okay. And I wonder what it is specifically that makes him more powerful the more this great cataclysm goes along. Especially after what we just saw there. Literally just altered gravity, reality to an extent. I don't know. It's insane. What about this would make him lose to that dragon guy right now? Is also maybe what I'm trying to say here. You know, honestly, this Hajima guy is like the perfect counter for Coretta. The guy listens to nobody except this guy. That's steam. That is it powered from the water? Is that what's going on? Jesus Christ. How many people just died? Holy shit. The great weaklings. Yeah, a lot of people just fucking died. So again, I'm assuming it's nice whistle. I'm assuming it's like it steams up the water and then draws power from that somehow. Yeah, apologies guys, my hay fever's been quite bad lately. I don't think it's gonna be getting any better soon. Got that black kid had a really awesome sequence in season 2, didn't he? He was pretty much a JoJo's character. I don't forget what this guy can do though. It's Karen. He looks a lot like the Diablo from Slime. Fucking hell. Holy shit. Fucking hell. Not bad. Yeah, it was actually working. I did think it was. We did see bits chip off it. Maybe it just looked like it didn't from far away. Some way inside. He always claws his way inside their heads. Oh shit. So I always love a good scythe. Especially for the creator of this show as well. Very underrepresented weapon, the scythe. Not the most practical. Definitely one of the fucking coolest. Oh really? So that's why he's just letting this get him taken down? So was this actually like... I don't know, maybe it's... yeah, I don't know what to make of this now then. I assume this was here to like protect the pillar. I think it is. But what the evangelists people want to do can't be done unless we take these down. Are they saying they couldn't handle these all themselves? Yeah. Um. They are basically admitting that they wouldn't be able to. Maybe it's a case of okay. I've had like 2 theories and they've both been proven wrong in the space of 20 minutes. So I'm gonna have another one here, and it's probably gonna be very wrong. But perhaps the idea is behind these things that they wipe out, like they are here to wipe out humanity. These titans, when these pillars are up, we could say, these come out and their objective is to wipe out everyone and everything, so that if someone did want to use it, turn the whole planet into like a sun, at least the planet would be protected. All the humans would be eradicated, and a lot of life, not all of life though. But yeah, everything would be eradicated, but the world would still be here. Maybe it's like a last ditch kind of save kind of measure or something along those lines. Okay, show. What are you going to be doing here? To be continued. Okay. Oh, also, I'm not really sure how many episodes we've got left. Either way, it's going to be a really annoying end to the season, isn't it? Same stuff that happened in what was it? Dan. Same shit of like ending halfway in an arc, which sometimes, well, plenty of shows do that. Bleach, for example, but I think feel with Bleach, with actually like usually when it's ended off each part of its season, it's like ended off at a good point to end off on. Maybe this will do the same here, but I don't think there's any way they can make it a end where we're not just like absolutely begging to see more, which is I guess a good thing, but it's also like a thing of I'm not sure how pleased I'm going to be at the end of this season, because it's going to just feel kind of incomplete, if you know what I'm saying. And I think Dan especially had a really egregious final kind of episode like that, where it's it's like it's almost expecting it to just air again next week when you've got to wait like half a year or a year. I feel like this is going to be the same here. Hopefully not. Hopefully it like wraps up in a nice place, but so yeah, interesting. So it's not awfully surprising that this pink-haired girl might change sides, considering her kind of way it is that she just wants to experience the most kind of craziness. Perhaps it's now a case of the most craziness was with the evangelist, even though we didn't even actually see her do an awful lot with them. Perhaps it's now a case of there's more madness on the side of, so like you could see her maybe flip flopping between two, like as things continue between the evangelist and the Fire Force. You could see her again maybe like switching sides maybe 2, 3, 4 times depending on which way seems like least likely to win and which side seems to be experiencing the most craziness. So it's not awfully, especially because I've been questioning it in the opening, the visual of her with Shinra. Like that is one of the biggest like question marks of the whole opening, from my opinion. Like these scenes at the start here with her and Shinra. So looks like we're going to see a little bit of that next week. Back to the, you fly so fast that we can go back to the past. Interesting. So we're going in the interesting. Ancient madness. So it never, I mean, these do kind of look like old school kind of creatures anyway, like kaijus and such. Again, they look very much reminiscent of them. So these do kind of feel like ancient kind of, well, this, should I say, because we've already seen one, but I imagine there's more than one. So these probably came up in the past as well, and maybe they, with what I said a minute ago, maybe they're a reason as to why so much of the human population was wiped out during the first cataclysm event thing. But yeah, good episode. The action was really good. I really like some of the kind of perspectives of the action, to be honest. This episode, I feel like seeing the perspectives of like the torpedoes and missiles getting launched and such was really cool, and it looked great as well. There was a few different kind of styles of art on top of that as well, like the action scenes from like the missiles and such, and then a kind of similar thing with was it Ogun? Seeing him kind of come in, and it kind of it wasn't like a massive switch in styles. It wasn't like To Be Hero X, the season that's going from like 3D to 2D. It was much more subtle than that, but there was like slight like different bits of animation from like Juggernaut here firing his shots to Ogun to the missiles fired. It all had like a different kind of style, and I really like that. It looked fantastic today. Looking forward to seeing a bit more of Coreno as well. He's always a pretty cool character, as sadistic as he is. I do end up quite liking his segments, to be honest with you. So yeah, should be a really interesting episode to end things out next week. Potentially, as I said, I'm not 100% sure how many episodes we've got left. It's either 1 or 2, of course. But as I said, even with all those positives, I said today about today's episode, which was much better than last week's, which was expected. It's just like, how satisfying is the end going to be for this season? And it feels like it's not going to be very satisfying, because we're leaving off in such a place where we just want more. The whole season we've kind of been wanting more, and now that we're getting more, it now ends. So it's just like, it's a bit disappointing in that regard. You could say that's a good thing. So yeah, it is just next episode. It's just the end of it. I was maybe thinking it'd be 13, but it is just next week going to end. So that is yeah, should be interesting. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one down in the comment section. As I said, probably one of the better episodes of this season so far. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with what is the final episode of this first part of season 3.